So welcome back to French Countryside Life. And interesting responses, interesting comments to last week's video. It shows the power of a clickbait thumbnail. There's no shame in it, really. There's no shame. But anyway, yeah, interesting comments ranging from not another waffler, which is quite funny, to that I should be ashamed that I'd moved the bird's nest, to some really nice comments, really positive comments, which I really appreciate. I appreciate all the comments, good and bad. But anyway, so today is, I had to look at my watch to see what day it is. It's Tuesday. So yesterday I had a couple of hours fishing down at a river not far from me. Yeah, did all right actually, did all right, a few little fish there. I came back and the time I'd gone fishing before, this fishing reel, now, it was getting caught. Not getting caught, what was it doing? It was, as I was winding the handle, and the spool was going round. As I was winding the handle and the spool was going around, it was getting stuck at the bottom there, like that. It was getting stuck. And now what I would normally have done, or previously have done, was just throw it away. Because they're not that much, they're about 35 euros, I guess. 35 to 50 euros. Now previously, when I was at work, when I was working, I'd have just thrown it away and bought a new one. But I'm not in that position anymore. So I've got my little chair here and I've got my little table, and I patiently took it all apart and laid all the parts out so that I knew what all the things went back together. And yeah, I found out that the main shaft that runs through it, the drive shaft as it were, was slightly bent. So I must have dropped it or done something and it was slightly bent. No one likes a bent shaft, so I bent it back, put it in the vise, bent it back slightly, put a square on it so that it was nice and straight. And the amazing thing was I put it all back together again with no spare parts, and it's perfect now. So I was I was overjoyed with that. Yeah, really pleased. Just little things and little minds, I guess. But no, really pleased. Anyway, so that was yesterday. Didn't really do a lot. Other than that, didn't really do anything too constructive. Yesterday morning, of course, I went back to the place where I put the blue shutters up and put the final coat on those bars around the window, which I'll show you now. Yeah, so that was yesterday morning. It looks really nice. Got a text from the people. They weren't there when I went and did it, but I got a text late that afternoon to say that they was happy with the work done, and if they have any more jobs, they'll be pleased to call me, which is brilliant. So this afternoon, well, for a start, we've got no water today. The local water board, Agur, they've cut the water off. They're doing some work. So that went off at about 8:30 this morning. It's supposed to come back on at 5:30. I just put the water on to see if it was done, and all brown and water and loads of air came out. So I'll leave that another few hours and try again. Anyway, all right. So what am I doing this afternoon? I'm gonna attempt to make the other shutter for the Tiki Bar, and yeah, let's get on with that. So first things first, I need to cut this big old plank here down to a size to make the frame with. So let's get on with that. Probably a good idea if I plug it in. There you go. There we are. That gives me two bits of wood for the frame, each at 70mm wide. Good. Okay, pleased with that. So I'll go and get the first measurement. So perhaps unsurprisingly, the hole where the top shutter is going is not square. It's not completely square. It's just slightly tilted, only a fraction, but that just means I've got to build a shutter to fit it rather than build a shutter that should fit it. Right, let's go and try that for size. Okay, so that's pretty snug. That looks all right. Okay, so just the top one now, and I've got the beginnings of the frame. Okay, we're just going to test fit that, see how that looks. Okay, so for the construction of the frame, we're going to be doing a really basic half lap joint. If you want to find out about joinery and how to put two bits of wood together, go and check out Boudin and Tracy at French Farmhouse Diaries, link in the description, and he'll show you how it's done properly. But as for me, yeah, just having a go, doing my best. So yeah, let's get on with it. Okay, that should fit on there. That'll do nicely. So it is Wednesday. Set up a little bit late, it's 11:10, so I've got 50 minutes before I've got to be quiet, just to get this cladded. Cladded, that's a word, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. So no time to waste, crack on. Okay, so it's the last board to go in. I need to cut that down to size. So back into the workshop and cut it down to size, as I say, and then see how the time goes. Might see about getting that bit closed off as well, if we've got enough wood. I'll have a look. Okay, so that's on there now. This is what I said about making it to fit rather than making it to size. So there's a slight overhang on this side of about 5 mil, 4 mil, something like that, going down to perfect fit this side. So I'm just going to plane this down. Okay, so that's all planed down nice, lovely. Just have a bit of a clean up here, and then get it to fit, hopefully. And there we are. It only fits, doesn't it? Good. Jobs are good. So I'll just get two little catches put in, and yeah, we're laughing. We're laughing. So that is the build part of the structure complete. It is just gone 12, about 7 minutes past 12, and I'm not going to have time to do the underneath cladding there, but I will do that shortly. Yeah, but the actual structural construction is completed. So it took a while, didn't it? But it's quite big, isn't it? I was surprised how big it is. Good, all right. Spot lunch then, I think. Okay, so it is Saturday morning. It's a windy one again outside. Looking forward to the summer. Can't wait now. So Thursday I was working at Norma's. She's got this metal arch with clematis growing up both sides, and it's in full leaf. And it's like a big sail really, and the wind had caught the arch and pushed it slightly over. So what I did was there was just a few little screws holding it down, which is no good. So I made a concrete base and put some big threaded bar into the asphalt, anchored it all in. That's not going anywhere now, that's for sure. Anyway, so that was Thursday. Yesterday, Robbie from Escape to France Charente, link in description, he came round and we did a podcast with Andy from AJ in France, link in description. And it's such good fun doing that. So get yourself over to French Ear Trumpet and check that out. Strange enough, link in description. Such good fun. The hour just whizzes by. Brilliant. So what I also did was make a wiring diagram, or draw a wiring diagram for getting power into the Tiki Bar. So let me just show you that quickly. If you can see that, should be able to. Yep. So, and I took a photo of it and sent it off to Andy so he could have a look at it, just check it out. He did ask me why I had a box there when there's already one there, which is right, so ignore that one. But and the other thing is these are double sockets. These are waterproof or IP55, which means that they're impervious to dust and also to, what was the description? It was like weak jets of water. Not weak, what's the word? Anyway, pretty much waterproof, but not completely waterproof. But they'll be good enough for inside the Tiki Bar. Junction boxes and 50 metres of 3-core. So this is some of the stuff that we used for the bathroom. The lights and the fan and so on. Yeah, so that's that. So the idea is that we'll get up into the loft, get all this stuff up into the loft, and start running the cable. So let's get on with that. Okay, so we're up in the loft. Still blowing out there, as you can see. First thing to do is to get a hole drilled in the floor of the loft, the ceiling of the hallway, so we can get access for the conduit down to the switchboard. So let's get that done. It's relatively easy. Get the conduit out. Right, so we'll go downstairs and pull that through to the appropriate length. Okay, so that's where it's come through. So we'll just route it down the back of these pipes in through that gap somewhere if we can. It's a bit snug in there. And then we'll just leave it down here, ready to go into the consumer unit here. All right, let's do that. Okay, so that's the conduit running down there and down into the place for the consumer unit. So obviously we're not going to wire that in yet. That'd be stupid. But what I'm going to do is just cut these old cable ties here and just replace them, just to make that a bit neater. So it looks better. So that looks a bit better. Looks nice and neat. Coming down through there and ready to go into the consumer unit when it's all done outside. So next job is to go back up into the loft and run the conduit out to the back of the house. This is the route that the conduit's going to take. So it's going to follow this other conduit along there, just along there, along there, over the beam there, along there, and it's going to continue on here. This is the conduit that runs down to the junction box for the lights and the fan in the bathroom. So it's going to continue along there, follow that conduit, and then out to, you can see that little hole there. I'm going to use that one to take it out to the back of the workshop where the pump for the swimming pool is, and get it out to the Tiki Bar there. Okay, so there's the conduit all the way down, I've just got to chop off these flappy bits. All the way down, along there, along there, along there, down there, into the corner. So there we are, that's that. So now, this has just got to go through there. Alright, so I just got to go back up in the loft and have a tidy up there, just finish securing the conduit and clip off all the little ends, tidy up and sweep up. Then that's all finished up in the loft and I can concentrate in here, running the conduit along the wall and through the wall. So, crack on with that. Okay, it is Sunday morning. I'm filming this right up to the wire. So, speaking of wire, so you can see where the conduit came through the wall of the loft, along the back wall of the workshop, and then out there to the Tiki Bar, the other side. So let me take you around now and we'll go take a look at that. Okay, so it comes out of the wall there, bridges the gap. I need to get a metal bracket. I've got some angle iron to do that, so I'll get some metal bracket, put that in there and support that wire. Then it goes into the Tiki Bar here, and as you can see, it's all ready for wiring next week. So that's the job for next week. Okay, so there you have it. So I'll complete the Tiki Bar next week, but I've also got to make a start on that bedroom upstairs. I have to start getting that chip paper off. Not looking forward to that, but there you go, it's got to be done. Anyway, quote of the week, a bit of a different one. It's from a stand-up comedian called Stephen Wright, who said, if you're in a spaceship travelling at the speed of light and you switch the headlights on, what happens? Okay, have a think about that one. In the meantime, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Maybe press the notification bell so that you know when there's new content. Share it on social media, on your Facebooks and so on. That'd be great. And maybe think about subscribing if you're not subscribed already. And all that leaves to say is mind how you go, and we'll see you soon.